Joyce Carol Oates. She was born in 1938 in Lockport, New York. She was the first in her family to complete high school. She became interested in reading at an early age and recalls her grandmother's gift of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland as the greatest treasure of her childhood and the most profound literary influence of her life. She said it was love at first sight. She started writing at the age of 14 when her grandmother got her a typewriter. She then transferred from smaller one-room schools to big suburban high schools. She graduated from Williamsville South High School in 1956 as valedictorian. She worked for the high school newspaper at Williamsville South High School. She had a seizure in 1959, which played a big role in her writing style. She then earned a scholarship to Syracuse University and graduated from there in 1960 with a degree in English. Joyce Carol Oates' main influences are William Faulkner, Fyodor Dostoevsky, Henry David Thoreau, Ernest Hemingway, Charlotte Brontë, and Emily Brontë, and she considers these influences very deep in her writing style. The seizure she suffered in her freshman year of college greatly affected her writing style and habits. The seizure affected her view of life by bringing her face to face with her morality. Her writing style is viewed by many experts as experimental. Much of her writing is similar in both structure and content. Most of her material begins with happiness towards the beginning and nearer to the end tends to produce dark or violent forces which shock expectations of both character and plot. The major themes in Joyce Carol Oates' work seem to be concerned with the singular power of the self and the high cost of the struggle for autonomy. There are many patterns of selfhood and the possibilities for relationship in her work. Her personal beliefs include calling herself a feminist, although she does not like the restrictive term of being called a woman writer. In her exploration of character and relationships, the nature of love and sexual power are frequently at issue. Although she does traditional writing, Joyce Carol Oates also writes in the contemporary scene. Her topics can range from politics, migrant workers, medical and legal ethics, urban riots, and most recently, boxing. This type of writing allows Oates to expose her own sense of the wonder and mystery of human character and personality. She has successfully tested almost every school or set of conventions, including, but not limited to, naturalism, existentialism, social realism, detective stories, epic chronicles, and romance. Experts consider Joyce Carol Oates to be an extremely versatile writer, and she shows how literature has an important influence on the modern writer. It seems much of her writing is targeted at an audience with a vivid understanding of the American 1960s, as many of her topics include anti-war, and a 60s-like emerging youth culture, similar to the American 1960s. Oates has been compared to Eudora Welty, William Faulkner, John Steinbeck, and Theodore Dreiser. These contemporary authors tend to emphasize the reality and presence of evil in their stories and writings. Bibliography.